Your Tuesday lesson is editing and revising, recognizing sentence fragments. Authors write complete sentences so their readers can clearly understand their message. How do you know if a sentence is complete? Sentences express a complete thought, they make sense when they stand alone, and they begin with a capital letter and end with punctuation. But there's more. A sentence has two parts. Sentence has a subject and a predicate. The subject is the who or what. Those are the nouns in a sentence. The predicate is the doing and the describing part of the sentence. Those are the verbs and the adjectives. The verbs do the doing and the adjectives do the describing. When a sentence is missing the subject, the predicate, or both, it leaves the reader with questions. We call that a fragment when it's missing part of a sentence. The happy dolphins. What did they do? Where did they go? Is this a complete thought? No, because we don't know what they did or where did they go. Does it make sense when it stands alone, the happy dolphins? No, it does not. It is a fragment. Swam through the crystal blue water. Who swam through the crystal blue water? Is this a complete thought? Does it make sense when it stands alone? No, it does not. It is a fragment. Fragments can be tricky. They may look like a sentence because they begin with a capital letter and end with punctuation, but they don't make sense when they stand alone, and they don't express a complete thought. Sentences express a complete thought. They make sense when they stand alone, begin with a capital letter, and end with punctuation. Rides her bike to school. That has a capital letter. It has a period. Is it a complete sentence? No, because it does not have a complete thought. Rides her bike to school. We don't know who rides her bike to school. So it is not a complete thought. It does not make sense when it stands alone. It is a fragment. Let's identify some fragments within the paragraph. I ran out to the garage with my helmet in hand. It was a great day for a bike ride. Strapped on my helmet. Then I kicked up the kickstand, swung my leg over the bar, and started to pedal. Which one of these sentences is a sentence fragment? Because it's not a complete sentence. Can you spot the fragment? Which one cannot stand by itself? Read them again. And which one cannot stand by itself? It doesn't make sense if you read it all by itself. That's right, this one, strapped on my helmet. If you just read strapped on my helmet, we don't know who the sentence is talking about. I quickly strapped on my helmet. Now I fixed it because I said who did it, and I added more details. I added an adverb. We studied these adverbs last week. How did I strap it? I did it quickly. Add a subject and some more details to correct the fragment. The open road was calling my name, fast as I could. I enjoyed the speed and the wind in my hair. My neighbors waved, but I concentrated on steering. Which one is the sentence fragment? It doesn't make sense if you read it all by itself. Can you spot the fragment? Fast as I could. What happened? What did you do fast as you could? I pedaled as fast as I could. We added a subject and a verb also. We had to add a verb, and then we explained. We did the describing part. This fragment was missing the subject and the action part of the predicate. Go back and look at some of your own writing. Be on the lookout for fragments. Correct any fragments you find by adding more information to make complete sentences. I do want you guys to go back and look at the writings that you did last week for my favorite holiday, my favorite sport or hobby, my favorite famous person. Look at those and see if there's any sentences that are sentence fragments. Remember, sentences contain two important parts. You need both parts in order to make it complete. If a sentence is missing one or both of those two important parts, it is called a fragment. We can correct fragments by adding more information, either a subject or a predicate.